Hello everyone, myself Sneha Shah from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Today I will explain you some more examples based on cascade and parallel structure for IAR filter from the subject of digital signal processing. The first example is obtain the system function h of z for the system described by the difference equation y of n minus 3y of n minus 1 plus 2y of n minus 2 is equals to x of n minus x of n minus 1. Realize the filter using direct form 1, direct form 2, cascade form and parallel form. Now how will finding these system function from this difference equation and how we'll realize this in this different four form. So starting from this, if any example is given to you and in this if the difference equation is given to you, you will start from writing the difference equation y of n minus 3 y of n minus 1 plus 2 y of n minus 2 is equals to x of n minus x of n minus 1. The first step when the difference equation is given to you is you have to find out z transform. Now if we will finding the z transform, then this will convert into y of z minus this will consider as 3z inverse y of z plus 2z raised to minus 2 y of z using time shifting property. Now this will convert into x of z minus z inverse x of z. Now the next step is we will finding the common part. If we will taking the common part of y of z, then it will gives you the term as 3 minus 3z 1 minus 3z inverse plus 2z raised to minus 2 into y of z is equals to x of z into 1 minus z inverse. Now from this we will finding the term y of z upon x of z, which will gives you the term system transfer function h of z. So first step is when the difference equation is given to you, you will find out z transform. After that using the time shifting property you had find the z transform, right? Next you have to take common part of y of z and x of z, and then you have to find out y of z upon x of z, which is equals to h of z. Now if you're finding h of z, this term will remain as 1 minus z inverse, and this term goes over here 1 minus 3z raised to minus 1 plus 2z raised to minus 2. Now if you want to realize the direct form 1 structure, first of all you have to find out h of z, right? So we had find this term as h of z. Now you have to realize direct form 1 structure. So in the last session I had already explained you direct form 1 and direct form 2 structure, how we'll realize it. So in this numerator part we will taking h1 of z and denominator part as h2 of z, then we can form a direct form 1 structure. Similarly, if we will taking this one numerator part as h2 and the denominator part as h1, then we can realize the direct form 2 structure. Now today I will give you some shortcut how to draw from this equation. Directly we will draw the direct form 1 and direct form 2 structure. Then from that we will drawing the cascade form and parallel form structures directly. So I will write this equation in the next slide. So it will be look like this. H of z equals to 1 minus z inverse upon 1 minus 3z inverse plus 2z raised to minus 2. Right, so this one is the equation. Now this equation, first of all, if we want to draw the direct form 1 structure, then this part will be considered as h1 and this part will consider as h2. And what is h1? h1 equals to w upon x. From that we will drawing the graph, right? So from this I will directly drawing the direct form 1 structure. Now how will drawing the direct form 1 structure? I will starting from the input x of n, the middle part is w of n and the output is y of n. So starting with this, from this we have to, if we will drawing the numerator part first, then the z inverse part will be at the first term, and if we will drawing the denominator part at last, then we will drawing the delay unit from the output term. Now if you want to draw 1 minus z inverse, so this term is 1 minus z inverse will multiply with minus 1, so minus 1 into z inverse means it will gives you minus z inverse. Now this part will add with this term, so it will gives you the answer as w of n, right? Similarly, now if we want to draw this denominator part, the rule will be reverse. In this we will starting from delaying by output, so from this we will multiplying the negative of this constant part, so minus 3, instead of this minus 3 we will multiply with 3 term, and instead of this plus 2 we will multiplying this with minus 2. So over here z is to minus 2, so to represent it, over here we will drawing the z inverse, it will give z raised to minus 2, it will multiply with minus 2, it will gives you plus 2 z raised to minus 2. Now this will be added with this part, and this 2 will be added with w of n, so it will gives you the output y of n. So this one is the final structure of direct form 1. In this we had taken this as the numerator part, which is representation of h1 of z, and the another term is denominator part, which is representation of h2 of z. So we can draw the direct form 1 structure by using shortcut method like this. Now in this, if we will rearranging or we will reordering this part we will take first and this part we will taking second, then we can draw the direct form 2 structure. So I will draw the direct form 2 structure directly. In this I will start from this plus z inverse plus. So I will draw it directly like this. If I am taking x of n as input, w of n as intermediate term, and y of n as the output. So starting from this plus z inverse plus, and 2z inverse are merged. So it will be like this. Now from this minus 1 goes over here, and from this we will taking another z inverse term. You can see from this over here the term is minus 1, 3 and minus 2. So I had drawn this minus 1, over here we will draw 3, and the last term will drawing like minus 2. Now this 2 terms gets added, and it will added with this, it will gives you the output as w of n. So this first part is denominator, but for direct form 2 structure it will representing as h1 of z, and the second part is numerator, but it will representing as h2 of z for this direct form 2 structure. So this way we can draw the direct form 2 structure by using shortcut method. Now the next form of structure is cascade form and parallel form structure. The cascade form and parallel form structure can be drawn by using direct form 2 structure directly. In this, first of all I will starting from the response h of z equals to 1 minus z inverse upon 1 minus 3z inverse plus 2z raised to minus 2. This equation already we had written over here, right? So I have taken this equation as it is. Now starting with this, if I want to draw the cascade form structure, then this term will convert in terms of number of factors. So if I am factorizing this term, it will gives us answer of the numerator part will be like this, and the denominator part has 2 factors, right? So if I want to draw the if I want to let 2 part, how will finding 2 parts? We can start from this 1 minus 3z raised to minus 1 plus 2z raised to minus 2, right? So if I am starting with this a, b and c, then how will finding it by using this? How will finding a, b and c? So the value of A equals to 1, B equals to minus 3 and C equals to 2, right? So I am starting with this minus B plus or minus under root B square minus 4AC upon 2A, right? So this one is pole 1 and pole 2. So if I am putting this value, so minus B equals to minus plus 3 plus or minus under root 3 square means 9 minus 4 into A into C means 1 into 2. 4 into 2, 8 into 1 means 8 upon 2 into 1 means 2. 9 minus 8 means 1, under root 1 means 1. So 3 plus 1 means 4 by 2, so 2. And 3 minus 1 means 2 by 2 means 1. So there will be two factors, 2 and 1. So we will writing like this, 1 minus z inverse upon 1 minus 2z inverse. So you can, if you will cancelling these two terms, then you can't draw the cascade form. So over here we will taking this term as it is. This first term we will taking as h1 and the second term we will taking as h2. You can also verify from this as minus z inverse into minus 2z inverse minus plus 2 into z inverse z raised to minus 2, 1 into 1 means 1, z inverse minus 2z inverse means total of it equals to 3 minus 3z raised to minus 1. So this is the final answer. Now in this I will take h1 or h of z equals to multiplication of this two term means h1 of z into h2 of z. Its value h1 of z, suppose I am taking 1 minus z inverse upon 1 minus 2z inverse, right? This part I am taking as h1. And h2 of z we will taking 1 upon 1 minus z inverse. So 1 upon 1 minus z inverse. Now this part we will taking, let we are taking h1 of z equals to 1 minus z inverse upon 1 minus 2z inverse. And h2 of z equals to 1 upon 1 minus z inverse, right? Now if I am drawing these two parts, this term will representing as using direct form 2 structure. So if I am starting with input x of n and output y of n, the first term we will representing plus z inverse plus by using shortcut method, right? So 1 minus z inverse, this numerator part we will drawing like over here. So 1 as it is minus z inverse. So because of this over here we will drawing minus 1 into z inverse means minus z inverse. So this is numerator part. Now we will drawing denominator part. So this one will be as it is minus 2. Instead of minus 2 we will write 2. In the denominator part we will changing the sign of this constant. So this is the first part. So this term representing your h1 of z for your cascade form structure. Now output of this is given to this h2 of z, and if we are drawing this plus z inverse plus, you can see that there is no numerator, so this term will not there. So we will drawing just plus and z inverse, it will give you the output as y of n. And as in the denominator we will changing the sign, so instead of minus 1 we will put 1. So this one is your h2 of z. So multiplication of h1 of z with h2 of z will gives you the final answer of h of z. So this term representing the cascade form structure. Now if we want to draw the parallel form structure, how will drawing the parallel form structure? So starting from this parallel form structure. If I want to draw the parallel form structure, I will first of all write down h of z, value of h of z equals to 1 minus z inverse upon 1 minus 3z inverse plus 2z raised to minus 2. This equation is come from this, right? So I have written this as it is. Now from this you can factorize as it is, and if you can't factorize this, first of all convert this in terms of z. So it will convert like this, z minus 1 upon z square minus 3z plus 2, right? Now we will factorizing the denominator part. It will gives you the answer as z minus 2, z minus 1, and then in the numerator it will representing like this, z into z minus 1. Now from this, either you can cancel out z minus 1, z minus 1 directly, so it will gives you the answer as z upon z minus 2. Now if this factor can't cancelize, like suppose if I am giving this term as a plus sign, plus, then what will be the change? First of all, you have to find out h of z divided by z, so z goes over here. There will be two parts, so you have to use partial fraction expansion method. So a upon first factor plus b upon second factor. Then you have to find out the value of a and b, put that value of a and b, and then after that the first term will representing h1 of z and the second term will representing h2 of z. So summation of h1 of z with h2 of z will gives you the final answer of h of z. Now instead of this, over here only the just one factor, so now this one factor will convert like this, 1 upon 1 minus 2z inverse. Now just we have to representing this term. So if we want to draw the parallel form structure, it will gives us only the term like this, x of n will be input, output is y of n. You can see that only the denominator part, so using direct form 2 structure, we will representing it as a plus and then inverse term. Denominator part we will draw like this over here, so over here the value is 1 and the sign will change, so minus 2z inverse will representing as plus 2. So addition of these two terms will gives you the final answer of y of n. So this way we can draw the parallel form structure for this. You can use, if more than one factors will be there, then you can find out the value of a, b and c by using partial fraction, then put this value, then you have to find this h1 of z with h2 of z, summation of all this term will gives you this parallel form structure. So this is the basic process in the parallel form structure realization. Thank you.